guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're making pizza. We call this type of pizza in Italy pizza in teglia, which means pizza in a pan. It's basically the pizza that you would buy at a bakery shop in Italy. And it's different from like the Napolitan style pizza, which instead it's cooked in stone. This one, it's cooked directly on a pan. It's very, very simple. It does take 24 hours to rest, but don't be discouraged from it. You just forget it in the fridge, come back the next day, and you have the perfect dough ready to make an amazing pizza. So let's get started. First, put the yeast in a large bowl. Add half of the water and a pinch of sugar that will help activate the yeast faster. Mix everything until it dissolves. Now add 2/3 of the flour, a little bit at a time, and mix it until you get this sticky mixture. Now you can add the remaining amount of flour, water, oil, and salt. Knead the dough until it's soft. It takes a little bit of time, just like this. Then cover it with some plastic wrap and let it rest for about 15-20 minutes. After this time, pick up the dough. Make the folds by bringing 1/3 of the dough into the middle and then the other side. Then turn the dough and repeat the same steps. Making the folds gives the dough some strength. So you want to repeat this process 2-3 times and then place the dough back into an oiled pan and let it rest again for 15 minutes. You may be thinking at this point, well, are you sure you just need to keep it resting for like 15 minutes or so? Well, the reason is that the gluten really needs some resting time so that it's way easier to work with it after even 15-20 minutes. Then repeat one more time the folds so that the result will be a firm and compact dough. Now set aside your pizza craving and let the dough rest in the fridge until it doubles in volume, which I suggest around 24 hours. At this point, you can spread the dough with your fingers directly inside of a pan of about 12 by 16 inches that it's well greased with olive oil. Now in a bowl, I mix the tomato sauce with some oil, salt, and I spread it on top of the dough. Bake in a preheated oven at 450 Fahrenheit for 15 minutes on the lower rack of the oven. Meanwhile, I cut the fresh mozzarella into cubes. If you use fresh mozzarella, sometimes it leaves a lot of watery liquid, so definitely you want to dry it out a little bit before putting it on the pizza. So drain it in the kitchen sink for a while. After the 15 minutes, I added the drained mozzarella in the pizza and I let it cook for at least 5 to 10 minutes or until the mozzarella is completely melted. It's finally ready to enjoy. I personally like to add some fresh basil, a drizzle of olive oil, and some oregano on top. Buon appetito! Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this pizza. I truly loved it. And if you liked it, please leave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and see you next time.